Hello, my beautiful people from Untouchable Mama. Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. Please do not forget to subscribe and press the notification button. Thank you. One love. Bye bye.
What's our bay weekend? La waga audio na. Muna share and beg. Muna see people love and like. But muna share this audio as soon as they enter. Muna they share. I beg who never subscribe. Muna go subscribe to me, Mama Joy International YouTube. I beg muna go subscribe to me, Mama Joy International YouTube. Who don't subscribe now do well. Who never subscribe, go subscribe. I beg. I want go YouTube. Now thank you. Well, I know my subscribe. Why I subscribe to me? Mama Joy International. The YouTube. Cause very soon you can't get Facebook. Yeah, I better go do. Why we say no even subscribe no? Why we so about the bar? Why no even subscribe so about the bar? Why I subscribe me? Wala. La audio na. E Monica and Bruce. Ọmọ Benin ude. Yonya. Audio la wa share audio na wa share e. Wa share e. Cause if I no share audio na si beg man ya share e gume man. Ma ero pa no share ero. Wala wa share. Do wa oni gun. Mona de share. And put love and like. E Monica, una ke mon Benin ude. Wa ko papa lawe. O woman igwaleza. O ma gwale me. But where on we I see saga ye Facebook. Why? What's that? Wo la dia we ayi wi ene. I go na right we no we wo. Why see agwa la dia na igwegwa na oso aso. Da we kita via Facebook yen so agbo we na ga amu ha. Iya bege we na nani ati we la wa. Iya bege we. Egere ya ibe ya helelu e bania. Ave we so na media. Ugwe da doge wo ge bet we wo ugwe. Ugwe ejo bowo gwe si kwale ne kian. Ugwe. Uga ila jo ma gwale ne. Be wo igwale ne se. We down the piece are media ye. Umo so gwale mi opa. No ya say commotion media. I don't know why. But the ten and ya soon walk la jawe e gwale e mara pa ne. But e manu fio le gbe ya ruwa o ye bege we wa we ne. E ti we to order we Monica no lu na ma. Okay, I get program who no then no cause any Murphy. Oguma igwale ne. But egbe the Murphy ma gbe na pa. O ma gbe na pa. E no cause any the Murphy be run. O ma de keke gbe de ila ba ye. So wo gbe gwale peace be media, we that do get wo ge. But ugbe ya we tafia you no de. Okay, keti be lolo ya give media. O ma kan we, o ma no say so ni yan, ugbe ya we pay show. There no a problem ugbe. Even na kere agwalo e. O what's it bad na big bad hanu mi go the Facebook every book ya mi go. Still yet away la ye pay show, away la ye problem ere. When we tell me go na mo take we ga dia o ja iwe ne. We get we amu we awe so. Wawa Otoshebo mama gide nona. Wawa ni gide nona Monica. Ubi aja ugana tia. Uwa ila de we iwi eme. We no we almost your boss your way see. We no we woman got a problem nu. O face of we. O mo aja we. We mo aja we. Oge re na we je. But everybody let we here beg any. Huh? Eya ile la janu awe na we so. Wu gbagbo wo ye gbe. No, you know they can touch about mama. Oh, yeah, YouTube or whatever. When I am a buggy, then whenever they be a one more, the men a bomb on that call about 2 or 2 or 20, if you live here, the men a bomb on that call by when I want one more. Men a bomb on that call by. I will be a moment I boy your son, but I will where more your boy. Oh, well, time and they were home now. Okay, where you can work as a negative, very long. Well, when you go your way. Okay, we are going here. Well, we are here with pay show. You know, here business with a here. Oh, about be about when I act, but anyway, here with my days on you. I know how you what am I can't wear? Where the only body? Way more job way. And then the more jogger, I'll work away more she almost your boss, almost your west see. I'm a future blessy Ujo. Una you not quarrel like the what Ujo where blood money no. When you come and get where I'm away. What how where blood money no They've been in the way by agent of Miami over. Go here, why tell him the money cow? Me may you make banner there. Now what for you? Yeah, for what day? Because they want to pack away only one way, no way. Because there's no sense in that. Oh, I mean, where we have I said, bay. Where we have I said, boy, who they can wear none, you never. Nicky, where it be?
He said never. Hey guys, Blessing here. So Monica is in yet another fracas with one of her fans, this time with a well-known proxy account under the name Esther Izobo. If you guys remember, I told you not easy, but I think everywhere is calming down little by little since she ignored them all. She shouldn't get involved in nonsense and no need to show. It makes no sense, please. And this is the point at which their fight actually gained momentum. So this Ambrose Ajala account responded, and I believe it was Monica that was responding behind this account. And Monica said, Esther, is it the pay show for you? Don't worry to enter, it's not by force. And then Esther responded, the way you talk to your supporters anyhow sometimes is annoying, trust me. Anyway, I blame myself. And of course, I wasn't going to have any of it. And then Esther told Lulu Briggs, please, enough. How will she talk to me anyhow like that? And then she continued, like, am I a child? Then Monica still responded and said, Esther, you better be, because supporter will know how to talk. Now him I dey loyal for. And then Monica continued, your support is too troublesome. And then Esther still replied and said, Madam, you are not loyal to anybody, because little thing you don't dey insult person. Keep your loyalty. And then Ehi also jumped in to try to calm Esther down. Ehi said, it's enough now, Abba, since yesterday. And Esther was like, if she can insult you, please not me. Then Monica still responded, no, you're not
pay show. Every year we pay show.
Oh my God. So this already shows you guys that this thing didn't just start yesterday or the day that this thing happened. This paid show fight was actually the straw that broke the camel's back. Monica and Esther Izobo have been in a tug of war for a while now, and it looks like Esther Izobo has been a thorn in Monica's flesh. This was just the opportunity for Monica to get rid of her. Ehi still said, Esther, nobody can insult me because I talk politely. Sometimes don't allow your anger get over you. Then Monica told Ehi Sosawe, Mama, leave her because she's popular in my haters' wall. So this means that Monica is not very cool with the fact that a lot of people recognize that Esther Izobo is someone with the capacity to think critically. Then Esther Izobo dropped the bombshell. She said, I don't blame you. You are just ungrateful. Ooh la la. Then Monica said, you are finally out of your cover. You guys know Monica has been fasting and praying for 7 days for God to reveal all her enemies. And I don't know if the prayer is finally working.
We're not working, an enemy.
Esther Izobo is an enemy in disguise. So Esther replied Monica and said, now so you they talk. Any of your supporters will get issues with you. Now so you they say them don't come out of their cover. And then Monica said, quick insult me now because they must remove you or me from this group today because the mask is off your face.
Then when I wait.
We all know that.
Then when I Monica, next is a bonana, Monica. Why bego ma we nita wa support eh? What's the reckon na romi wa? What's the reckon na mi wa for? Eh? What's the reckon na romi wa? All of them mi tell do me bogbe ohi wa yen me bogbo wa. Ekwe mu wa e po bole le no win here.
Nobody is going to remove Monica from the group. They definitely are going to remove Esther. And that was the point I knew that Esther's journey in GPC has come to an end. Anyway, Esther Izobo still replied and said, trust me, I blame myself. I know they your group again, no. So what happened was Esther Izobo realized that, okay, this is the end of the road for me. So before they throw me out, let me just remove myself respectably. And then Monica said, how come I know they get issue with the rest except now where I know in every
because oh boy, yeah, your baba bunu kwania. Ebe ya wa stupid here.
The group to scatter, but God no agree. Then Esther Izobo told Monica, now you make us involved for saga just to support you.
Okay.
I've been supporting you since 2016 and I do it because of love and not hatred, but you are ungrateful. Then Monica said, Esther Izobo, please, you don't know how to support. Pack it out of here. Then Lulu Briggs, who was actually trying to calm both Monica down, told Esther, how about since yesterday you just the vex for everyone? Because she's a sadist. Then Monishala also jumped in support of Monica, I guess. Monishala told Esther, my lady, what you're doing now is very wrong. If you say you are supporting her, then give her some respect, please, okay? All these are not called for, okay? Cut it off. Then Very Nice said, Jesus, why now? I don't like as Iyeki attack her. She only talk her mind now. Why all this? Exactly my point. Their issue is not about this paid show. It was just that last straw that broke the camel's back. These people are just a time bomb about to explode. And it was their perfect opportunity to just use this as an excuse to jump at each other's throat. Very Nice still continued and said, she only speak her mind. Why will Iyeki attack her like that? Then finally, Very Nice said, you see why them know they quick finish their own group fight? Because impatient way she get. I beg me don't go because one day now that Monica does a paid show more. They make the noise. That is me for you. Why won't I make money? What do you want to Google? About Albert, most of her fans revolted and she put that page on hold. She didn't do it at that point in time, but she still went ahead and did it on a different date. And And the truth of the matter is that many presenters have already insinuated that Monica does a paid show monthly to keep body and soul together. Many of these presenters believe that Monica uses these paid shows to sustain herself and her family monthly. But whenever I hear them say so, I always thought that it was a coincidence that Monica's paid shows fall out every month. But as they say, in every nonsense, there is always some sense. So I started following Monica's paid shows closely. Then I discovered a trend that truly, every single month, Monica finds a reason to do a paid show. And Monica also confirmed herself that her paid shows are monthly.
Petro. For now, let's put Petro every month.
That is her.
Once a month until hot market will constantly.
So let's be clear here. Monica doing paid shows should not be a problem particularly. But given the circumstances surrounding her name at the moment, one would expect that Monica would at least take the back seat in order for things to die down. And I believe that is also the point Esther Izobo was trying to make. Is that Monica is seriously confusing her fans, which is why there is division among them. 1 minute, Monica will say she doesn't want people to mention her name. Next minute, she's already involving
he don't want me to make sure his name again. No, he don't want saga again. She that tired. But before 2 minutes, you don't come out again, start saga. You go cause problem for everywhere.
Monica doesn't want presenters to stop mentioning her name because, according to her own words, the more people talk about her, the more money she makes.
That is her. Okay.
For that reason, I can never settle with you guys. If I say, una no want talk my matter, una want quiet. Una no me now. Get what I will just do.
Since you don't know now, all of them don't know now. Anything where you do now, when they follow you, nobody go answer you again. You hear? Because I believe by when they were watching here. Ube not go on Latania. We blood money, better not go on Latia. Eh? Here I go when you are so. Oh, why you want to go on walk on a dead on ya? Oh, yes, you are born and I bow we're going to a while again. We're going to soon.
Because a noise in no must make hay. The more you make the noise, the more my salary, my money is making take.
Unuje brother. Nama today. How they meet you? Nama today. Money they enter every week. Now they find pay show they go. Umi when they go na get pay show kan. Unuje. I hear a fancy word. Money they enter every day. Now you go to beg money from media. Why they deceive yourself?
Men and women, home and abroad, they make the noise and make the money.
Shut up,
They help me, they do the saga, my money go, they make ton. But if they keep quiet, husband, I go do saga. If they talk, I not go do saga. If I know yet again, who will only give me for? I make the money, they make the noise. That is me for you. Why won't I make money? What do you have to Google? If you have to make money,
I make
the money, they make the noise. Me, I don't make noise. It's none of my business.
Not making money, who winner?
You guys, we can only imagine the impact that this whole ongoing saga is having on Monica's family, especially the allegation that her only son, J-Boy, is not fathered by Monica's legitimate husband. In fact, social media people have even demanded for Monica to go carry out a DNA test to prove that Papa Waila is not the biological father of J-Boy. Other people have also displayed pictures of this poor boy alongside that of Papa Waila. This act alone is enough for Monica to stay out of any form of controversy.
No manner.
It shock you to know that Monica sees
Nonsense.
this entire drama and controversy surrounding the paternity of her son as another money-making machinery, which she terms as blood money.
Where to tell well neck boy with the genagi man. A picture work by the dia.
Okay, me I buy milk for my son, my J Bobo, my greatest, my one and only popular son. Easy to get to be popular, and your son is also popular.
Come on, shut up, your madam are popular. This is not popular. They are popular. When you are no women, they are popular. Well, come on, shut up your mouth. This is not popular. This is a disgrace. When are we popular? Why are popular? Are you to more you're picking make pop. When are we popular? When we get where I'm with so. They don't know who Latin. This is why I think we are going to for 95 years, I don't know what. If you don't know, you have to know now. You know where popular.
Me want to do because blood money now. When you do blood money, I'm a senior sick, family
blood money.
Shop it. Blood money.
Oh, where you blood money, Monica? Oh, you where? Monica? That go working at the those are not you where? Eh? Oh, you went on where Biom when they. Oh, do you have better tell me, dear Monica? Unami blood money. Oh, where move? No, me on my long way back here, Monica.
This is the most shameful thing any man
Hey!
could possibly ever say. Not only do I find it shameful, I also find it highly disgraceful. So to Monica, her son's picture being displayed in a
Display?
his popularity, like how sickening.
What a shame!
Son we're talking about here, and you're sounding like he's your sacrificial lamb to make money? Do you ever consider the trauma this whole social media disgrace
Good
would have on
evening.
your son in the long run? All because of money. I mean,
Because of
attention
money.
saga, so that people will have negative things to say about you, which will make you create a reason to do a paid show out of it just to make money. You guys using saga as a strategy to make money?
Yes.
It's not even a big deal here. But throwing your son in the line of fire
Hey.
is the most appalling thing
Monica.
a man would ever do. I mean, as a mother, you should always put into consideration the consequences your social media presence could have on your children. Now, let's watch the next clip for you guys to understand where exactly I'm coming from.
Never. That kind of person go come dey cry. He bully my child. He bully my child. He bully my child. Can you? Do you know how to lower down your voice? Okay. Actually, it makes me so mad. Like, because he doesn't put them down. You think that he tells you encourage me to go to the line. Sorry. Still.
Hmm?
Lily Love Center. Oh. She bullied.
How?
What do they call this lady for Germany? Vera TV. Hey, now me, they even pay money to talk for the matter. Me where they pay money to, I never come.
This is so heartbreaking.
Hey.
What you guys just heard now is the voice of Monica.
Monica, get where I'm
I've
going.
been crying, although I'm not sure, but from what we just heard, you can tell that that child was embarrassed by the way her mom was doing Facebook Live all over the shopping mall and talking loud while passers-by were looking at them. So what happened on this occasion was that Monica went shopping with her daughter, and Monica was streaming live on Facebook throughout the more than an hour they spent there, and when her daughter told her to stop or lower her voice, Monica simply carried on from where she left off. And when some commenters tried to caution Monica to look after her daughter, Monica rather blocked them.
That's why I am the leader.
What stupid leader?
My darling.
No, young man, leader. Anytime we may follow us, we are. Here, when you are going to hey, that's a boy leader. You are not a leader. A leader, you are waking up. Because every year, we are not a normal way. And you are not going to the normal error. So the leader, we will be waking up. Leader guy.
because these are the problem with you guys.
Dege.
I am talking here and you are inside my family problem. My family
because when you carry your family, come out. If your daughter not talk for the matter, I'm not sure that this one will reply you. No. That person not will reply you. So one more family well at ya. When you ready, you're not going to be well.
None of your business. Let to mind your business. Now what?
So Monica continued streaming up until they got into the car, and her husband told her to end the live stream, which she also didn't do until he turned on the music.
Yeah, okay, please report. I will not report Mama Joy. The thing go report by itself. Don't worry. Now because that the car. Yeah. You're not getting out until
La Lulu, now go punish that Lulu.
that the cool not there.
So you say make me Monica go report my video. Me, I don't tell you now. Anybody report my vid, my page. Now I'll go carry go give that person. Imam Ogun Bawani. O piano ko no report page me. Aye la ki am gbe. Ya imu gbe jo mu ye media. Ya kawe no kiye. Lulu na bo alawe gbe na God go punish that Lulu. Na God go punish you Lulu. Agbi alu so Monica kian wa agbi aye kian. Emo jogwe. Wa gbena ba ne kwe na mu e. Lulu ba bo alawe gbe Lulu ya we ati ewe. Wo gbe me message ni ge Monica we in real life. Iyaye wo gbon e ba bo alawe gbe jo. Wa sun were ya gbogbu e. Wa gbe o.
Don't even worry. You say somebody they stream my video. Don't worry. You see the video just now. Now one thing go tell me, na Baba God do it for me, not be my power. You understand? Okay. She bullied. Who was I talking about just now? I listened to one video. Somebody just they talk. That is not a bully, my darling. No, they're not taking the waste of the money. Because lawyers, before they even take your case. So you watch from my video on it, right? I never finish. If you know that's why I bully Monica here, before bully that. Both of you bully many people. Both of us bully many people. Meaning, so if we bully ourselves.
Now all you know law. Walk back on hello, maybe my law. Now where hello, je nu gbe wo be law ufie o. Walk pa wa hello. Ne ma be ugbe hello, je nu gbe wo ma hello ero. Wa gwo momogun.
We supposed to rent. Abi? Okay. Maybe if we bully ourselves, we're supposed to rest. But no, some people did not rest.
Now you they cry put now. Because those one way they talk and they don't get your time. Because as we say too often I come on I can't talk the truth. What it happen? By now the thing for the rest. But none of una come out. No want to talk the truth.
Let's quickly take a look at yet another scenario whereby you see that these children are not entirely
Good evening.
with Monica's social media activities. Yes, breakfast time. Look, what anybody chooses to do with their kids and family is nobody's business. But once it gets to the media, be rest assured that you will be scrutinized.
Everybody on now. All right, let me just
those children because their mom is forcing the camera down.
Good evening, Madali. Good evening. About her.
Understand that Monica has to work.
They wanna share this audio. Wanna pull love and like.
Where to draw the line, especially when her social media activities start to affect the stability and mental well-being of her children. If you think of it, there are families out there who live their entire life in the public glare and they do very well at it, but those families have undergone due processes and followed adequate guidelines to ensure that the sanity and happiness of their children come first before anything else. And I think Monica has missed that part of the equation, which is why her children are revolting the way we've seen them do. And you might also say that Monica has hired the services of a solicitor in order to protect her son. Well, from the words of Monica's mouth, Monica's son's image being rubbished in the media brings popularity and money to the house. So the reason I think Monica is taking legal actions against Lolo is because of the damages that she hopes Lolo would be ordered to pay by the court, which still boils down to money. So you guys, I really think that this is just...
The two of them know why we're not wrong. If you reach court, as Lolo won't pay, and so she go still pay Lolo. Two of them wrong. Monica just claim say na she right. Whereas she not right for anything. Monica not right for anything at all. Why ever no man wrong hero? Why ever no man wrong hero? So we no carry let's say court or win a case. No carry let's say court or win a case. Do mind ya no way. So no carry let's say court or win a case
just a money game for Monica, and that is what Esther Izobo failed to understand. Monica knows exactly what to do for people to stop talking about her and her family, but Monica will not do that thing. She knows that doing so is going to affect her revenue. Back to where we started from. Esther Izobo was kicked out of the GPC group she worked hard for so many years to fight for. And Esther did not even get a proper send-off. Can you imagine that after all those years? She didn't get any departure bonus, she didn't get a pension, nothing at all. She was disgracefully banished. Let us now take a look back at some of the work Esther did in support of Monica. This one is Esther's post against ODL Kate. Esther ended the caption with "God punish you and that color, Kate." This other one is Esther's attack on Atiti. She ended this caption with "The fool don't hire B." And this one right here is against Iyore for asking Monica to provide a DNA test result. She ended this caption with "I dislike her," referring to Iyore. And this final one is quite ironical. Esther Izobo was here questioning a proxy account that goes by the name Neutral Person. For your information, Neutral Person used to be a GPC member that ran for her dear life when she could no longer take the things that she was seeing within the group. So Neutral Person created a Facebook group, and Esther Izobo was interrogating her if she already informed Monica before creating the group. And her response was that, do I need to consult Monica before I open a free group? So as you can see, Esther was a soldier for Monica. She fought, but she didn't fight a good fight. She loved, but she loved blindly, and it took her 5 years of her life before her eyes opened. So the big question is, what can Esther actually show for those 5 years of support? Nothing.
Zero.
I don't know. Remembered as the face
of Monica here. Monica lugwa wa ogojo. Why
After the altercation with Monica, Esther started posting captions that touched her heart, and Emily J, on the other hand, has been trying frantically hard to get Esther to come back to their GPC group. And the reason Emily J is craving for Esther to come back is simply to pepper them.
Anything where Esther tell me, anyone where I tell Esther, it's none of your business. Tomorrow you go see Esther go come to me. Me too. I go dey praise her again.
Hey, see
They are fooling themselves. We are fooling you because you are the other.
Now you be out there, you will test her. Okay, you say anything we do to Esther. Esther go come tomorrow, you go receive her. Now so Esther will still receive you. Fine. Why it be said if you ask to another person, you go they laugh? The same thing. Anything anybody still do to Lolo still receive her tomorrow. What it called concern pay show? If you be for something where they worry you.
And no, Emily J cannot wait to post the caption, "Ishok Nabi." And the second caption Emily J is going to post is e-campaign. You guys, we've all seen this so many times before, and I don't think it moves anyone anymore because most people on social media now understand that most GPC members have quite a low IQ and would easily fall for Emily J's vices and run back to the group just to pepper them. Look, it's not going to surprise me too much if Esther goes back to GPC, but Esther might actually prove me wrong and uphold her dignity and stand her ground. My personal advice to Esther is this: focus on your mobile phone business. If possible, convert your Facebook account to a business page and monetize your social media presence. Do something meaningful and valuable to your own life instead of going about social media poking and bullying people who have never offended you personally, all in the name of supporting someone
because of a Monica. When a Lulu, Lulu, when I report a page, man. I want to more quickly than I'll let you.
But if you get to watch this video on Facebook, do not hesitate to like and follow my page, and I will catch you on my next one.
You see, huh? Start a book where I don't mind neck bay. I mind neck bay because it is great to wear in here now. No, Mary Day. Because I told you, Papa, Jenny. While we are bullying my way. Oh, well, we are bullying my way. Because we make your book, we may help a quite be any year. Remember, the reason I will be up where are they? One year. Who this guy of your phone? Who will you when I will be at the mind bay? Where I will go let me. I don't know about Vassian and Gigby. Because when we start to marry, we can't get a meager, I will retire and the matter no. A matter no. Me man, who when there. What are your way? Who make a piece a day? Okay. Who are going to an area? Who are one beer? Yet to Yahugo. Let this person really a Emma. And not call like any of them, my ye. Emma. I needed you. You gonna your book and say, I know. Get this one of Bunya. A multi-millionaire, no? Of ego. But then I would see go the eye. Ego corner amule lighting, but I expect not them when your packet suit no journey or waffle. I can't move on another move your with you, almost on another of your buy, or a jet of an amule, as soon. Ou pendant journey of pie suit no journey of pa. Keke expect na mwe coffee na dem neni. Often only lekpa. Ah, the property no me. Ah, see a yagbon. So the time I eat belly baba mi go. We want me go here robo me sardine. We what that for when we na still yet we ya gbe woman na mi get me there dokpa where to stay. Then we eat this evening now. What are you boy? If you lost the way you are, you are begging not taking on your bonny ayatama way. Now go work one at the matama when I now go on a mania, una yaki on one time. Now block a group with it. But one time matama way. Wow, well, lead that. They lead them in looking. Manivelle leader, here they correct a leader. Well, leader, none of your mamma. What total way, Forget decide. Oh, where they are. Well, I want to correct you. We're super way correct, Thomas. I don't want to know you why a master knock you way. Oh, can't work one. Nothing but and I near control way. But where we are control, man. How you also are? How you also are? Wọ́n ka gbeyegbe amana bere we mani bu ma bere we ba bere ni wọ́n ṣe problem ye media na wọ́n ṣe mere e media kan hiye we gbe mo re ba o kan hiye we gbe mo re ba o ga wu latian yi gwa le problem yi gwa le ne be we gwa le bi we asie ne we ga fi jenu gbe wu good evening we ga fi jenu gbe wu be tu we e fi jenu gbe wu we organ we ya wu we ga carry me video we wu mana ya we saga wu gbe yoro o gwa le ne be tu wa mi no ma kan wo ya we pe show eso ni ma kan we eruka ya we no geketi no do si do mu nwere Tanzania eruka le duwe o we gbe ri na ira le gbegun apo na we so good evening. Where they respect Gboe, and they are then why I avoid there, who are there than any, where I will be CNA, who got CNA, who got CNA, who got get Gboe. Who we got now, then if they are Vela Delwenia, and then we are soon. What else one no cast with problem in it? Where it is a problem not coming out. Get I'll wait you. Because one got la authority, where to we pay show, one got la authority, where to me go ya, see go wa. I had to make you do. Why you work on Monubia Yaku go media? We all tell you where none of the woman man. What are we? Where none of the woman market K. Gumia fee where ye. Ọmọ pomo papa na eyine gumi ri ele ogbo ejele ri o we gbe ri adigagbo wa ka wo iyan bi go ku e it's a blood money. What a shame. We dey 2007 nu talade unu gbe na talade unu e ma eva ho e ma we're popular. They're popular, not popular. They're popular, not popular. Mania. Emma. Change your way. Good evening. Change where? Emma. Anyi Veriana. And I want to be there. We are very bad. We are seeing who. We don't mind fena nya wo ta ye fu we ko so ta ma be mana stop na yi we je na yi ma ye because I want to no go where. Oh, where any sunu, but we can agree. We can agree. Uwe la jano denya, no the most ma kan we. E no run ma kan we. We ma ile gbe ye gbe nu mo yo we. wa ugo gumagwalezo umagwalezo betenezo ubeyewe wo gumagwalezo betu weyewe nezo we ami we fi awofu awore without we mana igun ajo wuri awofu a wuri awofu a tu sur le topic comme nous tu sur le topic comme nous moi faut munere what time when go ga wo ga be see yet we wo gbe uye wo gwe no kan we kan touchable mama good evening no kan we kan ugbeyegbe na gba abe mo na go subscribe to my YouTube channel mo na put love and like put love and like subscribe to my YouTube channel Mama Joy International. Good evening. When I go subscribe to Mama Joy International, my YouTube, I beg. Then when I put love and like for this audio, then now still share. When I share, good evening. I been a year one done. Monica gbeyegbe because na here sunwe better more than 2 months there ni ya hallelujah umio we are we why ko we jo ba we gwali yan yan ege we ni o ma e oru e gbeyegbe ma oru e gbeyegbe ya we be velatian we na dia body atete no wa ya wesi wa na dam yo me wa wesi wa happy weekend wa kyo we wa bye bye wa wesi mona go subscribe to my YouTube channel beg my YouTube channel Mama Joy International na do well na bye bye na good night ciao.